Welcome back everyone, it's Evan57 here. We're back on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and I've been kind of putting off this review, but I have another elite weapon review for you. This one is on the BULLDOG FACE HAMMER, which is an elite variant of the normal BULLDOG shotgun. Now, the shotguns are kind of hard to use in the firing range and my least favorite class of weapons, so there's a lot of controversy over people who like shotguns and people who don't. Now, the BULLDOG normally is a semi-automatic shotgun and it has the best-in-class damage, with a damage output of 19. However, on the FACE HAMMER, which is the elite version, it has a +1 to damage, bringing it up to the maximum damage of 20, +2 to accuracy, bringing its accuracy up to 6, which means it has less recoil when the weapon's fired, and it only has 2 negatives. It has -1 to handling, so its hipfire spread is a little bit worse than regular versions of the BULLDOG. And it has where you cannot have attachments, top attachments, bottom rail attachments on it, which is a little bit weird. So basically, I used this weapon a whole hell of a lot on my last Prestige, and I just got high enough level to unlock it again to do the review on it. But you basically can only get the laser sight, stock, foregrip, suppressor, the microphone, advanced rifling, quick draw grip, and extended mags. So when I do use this shotgun, which is very rare, I'll normally use advanced rifling and the laser sight. Those are kind of my personal preference with it. So we'll take it to the firing range, and as you can see, it has that same ornate camo on it. I mean, it is a cool looking weapon, but here's the problem with shotguns, and the main reason why I don't use them. Now, these targets simulate the damage it would take to kill a player in core. It's drastically less in hardcore. But, as you can see, you can't even hit them. So, the problem with shotguns is their range, at least with the BULLDOG and with the other semi-automatic S12. I go over here to this target to show you distance 15 meters, and you can't hit the target. At all. No matter what you do, you will never hit the target. It's basically like your bullets just disappear. And that's why I don't use shotguns out in the actual, multiplayer, because in hardcore, you're pretty much always farther away than that. Now, if your target is at 14 meters or closer, you will hit them almost every single time. Which is weird for a shotgun, because on this particular weapon, the BULLDOG, it almost acts like you're firing a slug. Even though you are firing a spread of shot, when you shoot this target, each shot only registers one time, which is kind of weird, but it doesn't really matter. Now, where this shotgun's good is if you have a close range target. If you have a close range target in core, it only takes 2 bullets or 2 shots to kill them. If you have a long range target in core, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 shots, depending on how far away they are. That one, as you can see, took 6 because that's right at the 15 meter max range for the shotgun. Now, if you were to play in hardcore, even somebody at 15 meters would only take, with this upgraded damage, 1 or 2 hits, depending upon the exact range. So as you can see, it's got a decently fast reload. It can be fired extremely quickly, but unless you use the extended magazine perk, it goes through ammunition just incredibly fast. That 6 rounds goes by almost instantly. So due to the fact that it's got a very short range, and now if you see over here, you can see the spread. That's why I like to kind of come and shoot the wall with it. It's got a decent sized spread, and even hip fired, same distance versus aiming down the sights. Aiming down the sights with this weapon is actually worse. You get more muzzle rise with it than you do if you were to just hip fire the weapon. So this is a weapon where most people don't really care if you have a sight on it. I don't really care if you have a sight on it, because it's mainly a weapon that's meant to be hip fire. Come around a corner and shoot the enemy. Now, with that being said, you're going to be basically firing off 3 rounds of your magazine or so. At least that's what I normally do, to make sure that the target that I'm shooting is dead, and then you're going to need to reload. The last thing you want to do is go into a group of enemies and only have 1 or 2 shots left for the weapon. So I know this has been maybe not as good as some of my other reviews, only due to the fact that in the firing range you can't actually use the weapon against those long range targets. But this is I mean, a good example, since I don't really use the shotguns a whole lot. I don't like the shotguns, but I did find something cool in the firing range with the shotguns. You can actually shoot through each panel of glass here, and it gives you a very good idea for the actual spread of the shotgun as it goes out. By the time you get to your 16 meters away, the shots don't even register. So that's why you can't really hit people with this gun. And I mean, it's a little bit harder to use. As you can see, I always take a pistol because you run out of ammo so quickly with this weapon. But if you are going for the camos on all weapons, or you do like playing with shotguns, you like being that person that runs around the inside of buildings and things like that, and you're always at a close distance, then yeah, this is a fantastic weapon. It's definitely better than the regular version because it has the extra damage and the extra accuracy. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, give it a like, put a comment below the video, let me know what other weapons you'd like to see me do, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.